Oh, hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? We got a awesome little update of news for the event. Pretty sure tomorrow's the day, everybody. So, since we missed the Petty! And big happy birthday to my main man, Jimmy. I hope you have something fun planned. I hope you are doing something good for your birthday, you know? Do this audio a little bit down. I was recording some videos. We got those series of guides ready to rock and roll. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get this sooner than later, and I'm all about that life. But very rudely, Michigan decided to have a little storm the other day on Saturday, and of course, it knocked my internet out, and it literally has been out until today. And it's kind of funny, in my opinion, how little there is to do when you don't have internet and you're just used to internet. Jimmy, for your birthday, you got the Christmas event. Essentially. Which I think is pretty nice. But I was doing some catch-up because I thought I was going to have 4 extra days to be doing some grinding. And I did not get those days. But yeah, I've got a poker game that I'm going to be playing in later. So I planned on streaming a little later, but I might not be able to do that, you know, because I win at poker games. So they're not going to be quick. I'm not going to be one of the first people out, you know. It's actually how I got into crypto, winning a poker game. Yeah, how is everybody doing today? We got fun news about the update. Anyone who hasn't gone over any of that, I would be happy to go over what we know and what's been released. But that's up to you guys. But I figured, you know, since I'm over here doing a little bit of jumping between grinding and editing a video, why not, while I'm doing some grinding, we'll do some streaming of it, you know? Oh, ocean. How rough. That's, yeah, I feel you, man. I just got out of the dark ages over here. The thing that was ridiculous, though, about me losing power, or me losing internet, was it wasn't even that bad. Like, it was super windy. I assume some trees went down and knocked down some lines, but like literally even my wife, the business she works for, which is, you know, you can see it from our balcony. So they're on the same grid as us. They were down this entire time too. So clearly something got destroyed. But you know what? It is the Christmas time, the given spirit. We could always do, you know, we could do a couple raffles, like while we're doing our thing. Nothing big. Just so everyone knows, though, our crew over here at can we not, guys? Jeez Louise. I am out in Michigan, so we had a big ol' I mean, it really wasn't even like a storm or anything. It was just, yeah, it was just windy. I am going to try to go as nuts as I can because it's like I planned on having 3 extra days. You know, so. And then life denied me these things by throwing a little hurdle of no internet. I was so annoyed, too, because my hotspot was not doing it. I, like, tried using the hotspot and connecting up to it, and it was just not happening. But my wife's was working totally fine. But that would be the standard op spiz luck. So we are going to be, MarketSquare goes on, we get 1 break a year, essentially. Like, we don't have days off all year. And during the, starting on the 17th, technically the company shuts down for a few weeks. But begrudgingly with my wife, I decided to commit. I'm going to keep streaming and doing stuff throughout the entire break. So MarketSquare Gaming will still be going on regardless of MarketSquare, taking a little vacation hiatus. Oh, I'm in Quebec, and we had the same thing here. It was a big one, all North America. Yeah, we had snow, but it really wasn't like snowy bad over here. It was just super windy. What I think happened, was a tree blew down and just annihilated some major sections of lines, but I don't know. It's also Comcast, so maybe they just, felt like it. All I know is that there were a couple poor customer service people that I wasn't rude to them, but I wasn't happy. I'll just say that. I did get $20 credited to my account so I can get a couple free movies, here and there. Let's run back. But I really don't care about the free movies because if you guys know me, I already have all these movies. I have an addiction. I'm an addict, and it is for buying movies. But that's okay. Worse things have happened. These are the definition of a first world problem. But there are going to be some big changes coming to MarketSquare Gaming and MarketSquare at the start of next year. I can't get into it now, but you guys will start to see everything going on. The one thing that I can get into that is big is that we are going to start having a ton of more just videos instead of streams and stuff on the channel. So that's kind of cool. We'll be having, at least multiple times a week. We'll be pumping out some videos. I'm still trying to make that goal. I don't know if it's possible at this point. I think that weather issue kind of hosed me on the goal, but we're still going to see what we can do, You're dead. Yeah, how is everybody else doing? How are you guys preparing? Is there anything in that update message that really got you excited? I'm kind of upset that it wasn't actually Krampus. Also kind of upset that I didn't see a bow. I was really, really hoping for a bow. But I guess that gives good credence and good news to, you know, anyone who ends up tuning into the Lost Relics Christmas giveaway. Yes, I am over 10 in mining and fishing. Right now I am rocking level 15 fishing, level 16 mining, 10 scavenging, 10 woodcutting, 11 alchemy, 12 cooking, 15 engineering, and 6 forging. Well, if you didn't read yet, once I finish up this dungeon, what do you say we do a raffle, and we'll go over the information that we have learned. I'll show you guys what's up, anyone who hasn't gone over this stuff. And if you have, give your opinion, give your speculation. You know, it's one of those times where there's no wrong answers, technically. But yes, preparing for the Christmas excursion out to South Haven, Michigan, to go visit my wife's side of the family. But kind of exciting, I have not spent Christmas with my family, like my parents and stuff, in probably like 5-6 years. They live on the other side of the U.S. now. I'm the only one who wanted to live out west, and now I'm the only one who still lives out east. But yeah, after this run, I'll pull it up. We'll take a look at it. We'll read it. I'll read it, and we can go over whatever we want to speculate on it. How we feel about some things. I know my biggest takeaway was I'm glad that the system I thought was going to go on is going to go on again. And my other biggest takeaway is that I hope that there's some... I know that Cliff isn't releasing all of the information, so I'm very hopeful for the fact that maybe we will have a bow. But 2 events, no bow. For what we know so far, I guess. Can't say for sure about any of that because, again, there were a few things up his sleeve when we were doing the Halloween. But I have been able to get down Zen runs to around 7 minutes 30 seconds after getting my new bow. You know, obviously on stream it's going to be a little bit slower. Because, you know me. I play a little crappier on stream. Yeah, we'll do what we need to do. We can run a little baby raffle. We'll check the sheet. We'll see what's available. Pretty sure we can do at least an item or 2 and be like a 24-hour power pendant. I think that would be really valuable to some people before the event, considering the restrictions that come with not having an active account. I mean active, like a, you know what I mean. A power pendant account. But yeah, just did a bunch of writing and recording on those days that we were not able to actually go live or do anything. It was like the perfect storm, though, because the higher-ups were like, let's do some stuff on Galaverse. It's like, obviously, okay, we didn't, you know, things kind of fell through with us going to Galaverse. not by our own hand, but external forces. But the day it started, literally, they went live, I think, at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and my internet decided that it was no longer going to work around like 12:30. It's like, why not? Of course that would be the case. Of course that is the case. But yeah, so we'll see what's what, and we'll go over this big update. Step by step. Patrick Duffy style, you know? But yeah. I'm down to do... I have a few 24-hour power pendants. But I also can't guarantee that they're going to get delivered in that time. As you know, I have no control over that aspect of all of this. I provide the items and the information. And then it's up to my main man, Cliff. But hopefully, no one will have to wait as long as some people did during the Halloween event. There are people that waited over a month. But all the items were delivered. Now, as I've said in past streams, if you didn't get items and you won, contact me and we'll see what the issue is. You better calm down. What is up, Bryn? How you doing, brother? I had quite a big meeting today. Oof, event day. Yeah, I mean, from what I heard, though, the Halloween actually did a pretty good job of, you know, actually being onboarded and playable a lot faster than some of the past events. Hopefully with the new server and everything that ended up getting picked up during that epic downtime when there was the big September event. Hopefully the new server is like actually really great and there won't be issues. I don't ever know if it's issues on server end or issues on, you know, bringing it to the masses end type of deal. Because I know both are liable. Excuse you, sir. Not a single boss on this map. That's okay. All right. Let's take a look at the event sheet here. Where was that? Let's get over on the Discord. Let's go over to announcements. Oh, should probably be in Lost Relics, huh? Lost Relics Discord might help. Game announcements. Let's pull up this Median article here. All right. So, overview. Christmas time at Talmuth. They're going to be Christmas presents and Kringle coins. Extremely similar to the entire situation that went on with Halloween. Requirements, December 15th to the 28th to participate. So, obviously, you know, later today. You'll want a active power pendant going on because you're going to want to be able to bring out more than one present. Presents take up one slot, like it says, but presents also, you cannot take more than one unless you are a member. So if you're just an active player, You can get presents, but you can only get one. There are going to be old things going on. I really want the snowmen is one that I'm really looking for. Santa's elves will be wandering around Talmouth. That is going to act as the Darth Raka. Darth Raka? Yeah, Darth Raka. So instead of him, you'll find them. You will be able to buy some of these items. We don't know exactly what they do. I want them all, obviously. Santa. Santa's got a lot on his plate this year, and not just the usual pile of delicious cookies. He's busier than ever. But he's got a job to do, and would never fail to make an appearance in Talmouth. This year, however, he's got a little revenge on his mind. Santa's arch nemesis, Galcian, has decided to disrupt Christmas once again, and Santa would love to finally teach that Grinch a lesson. Defeat Galcian and bring Santa proof of your feat, and he may very well reward you for your efforts. So, this is where I say maybe there is going to be an item that we don't know about, or items that we don't know about. Galcian has been missing in action for a couple years, but he's back and more vengeful than ever. Although currently confined to his cave due to a little magical mishap, you can thank Santa for that, Galcian is still a threat to the public. With the help of his minions, Galcian has scattered teleportation scrolls all across the known world, leading unsuspecting victims right to his front door. If he couldn't get to you, he was going to make sure you'd come to him. Galcian is immortal, but that doesn't mean that he cannot be stopped, if only temporarily. Galcian and his minions, and defeat Galcian and his minions, and he may be rewarded for your heroic accomplishment. Among the many rewards that can be obtained by defeating Galcian, you will also have a chance to receive up to 2 exclusive blockchains that are sure to bring immense joy. So those are these two right here. That sword looks awesome. I want it. So then we also have the Spirit Wheel. Gather round, feast your eyes, let it spin, and unleash the prize. Everybody loves a fun game during the holidays, including Santa himself, so much so that he decided to combine your generosity with a little reward in return. For every ticket purchased through one of Santa's helpful elves, not only do you fund the annual Talmouth Christmas Drive, you're also granting yourself one free spin on the marvelous Spirit Wheel. Give and you shall receive. Everybody wins. So there's tickets that we can get. So we'll be able to, potentially win something else on the Spirit Wheel that's up here. More tickets. We can get any of those items that we saw earlier, right here from the elves. So there's a chance to win on there. 3 times tickets. Yeah. Christmas quests. It wouldn't be Christmas without some fun activities. So as just like all the previous events, we are going to have random challenges that are going to unlock things. More than likely, we're going to see them as being titles, items, presents. You guys know the deal. The same thing as the last big event. Avoid the naughty list. Everybody yearns for Santa's approval, and this year you may get just that. Santa has decided to reward a select group of people with his highest honor. Inscribed within a special scroll, Santa has proclaimed you to be worthy of an official title. This may very well dictate how other players perceive you. In fact, he believes that many of you exhibit signs of having multiple personalities. I don't know what that means. So who knows? You may be dubbed more than once. Oh, I guess that's just another wording for multiple titles. But the website then is going to have some new blockchain items. We've got a pretty cool new skin right there. I want this little dude right here. Little Yeti. Then we got some little peeps over here, and we have another, I imagine, pet penguin. Just like these ones, just a higher quality of one. Gifts of mystery. Feeling generous this year and looking for having a little fun, Santa has decided to release 3 exclusive mystery gifts. What the contents of these uniquely puzzling presents? Well, you're just going to have to wait and find out, as Santa has cast a magical seal on the alluring boxes, preventing them from being unwrapped until Christmas Day. So, it sounds an awful lot like we could find these items, but you can't actually open them or claim them until Christmas Day. And Shadowstones and Play to Earn. Rate 1-1. This means you're able to earn gems, and that's pretty standard, obviously. But another big one is we have released merchandise. I don't know about you guys, but there are a sweatshirt or t-shirt here calling my name that I may have to get, you know. It starts at 0. If I'm not mistaken, where was that? It does say on here. Yes. Oh, wait, no. Ray, which is the one that you want? You want that guy too? So it should be starting, you know, relatively soon. I assume today at some point. I'm in Eastern Standard Time. From what I've been reading, it's like, what is midnight over in Australia to here? Oh, so we'll see. I don't really know the exact time. There's only 3 total of the time-locked presents. We know we have 5 there. We know we have titles here. We know that we also have 4 here. We know we have 2 here. So there's... But yes, there's a total of 3 possibilities, not a only 3 people get them type of deal. If you guys also remember, there's something to think about from previous interviews and stuff, was that these pets are going to have much bigger purpose. And he's got a little mallet. If you see right here, he's holding a mallet. I'm ready for this bad boy. First of all, it looks like a Yeti to me, so who wouldn't want that? But the mallet makes me think that because Cliff talked about pets now affecting players or fighting themselves, he's got a mallet. He's ready to go. He's ready to kick some people. He's ready to stomp on them with that mallet. So I need it. I need it in my life. Just what my wife wants to hear. More NFTs that I want to buy. But yeah, so I expected the whole... I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. Don't worry, mate. We got you. We got all the information on Slate. But, so that's kind of what we're looking at. We're looking at 3.3 hours is what I've been hearing. I'm going to have, maybe I'll have to like purposely lose this, this poker game. Because, I mean, I got to get my grinding in, right? Like from day one. So anyone who hasn't played previous events, remember that there are the drop rates can change throughout the event. If everyone remembers, there were, you know, older or at the beginning there were lower drop rates. There was a section in time where there were higher drop rates. So yeah, we'll kind of see what's what. But while we're waiting, let's do a 24-hour power pendant. Because why not? We have the items. Let's go. Now, again, I can't guarantee that these are going to get to you before the event. I can't even guarantee that they're going to get you during the event. But I can guarantee they will get to you. Well, there we go. We got ourselves an active raffle. Yeah. So there are no longer set quantities for any of these things, like Lightstone has said. He's going to kind of use these analytics to gauge things as well as, you know, decide when and what is going to be pulled, which makes sense. You know, when he was talking, he was like, it's extremely hard to gauge what is everyone actually going to be, how many people are going to be at the event, how many people are going to be participating in the event, regardless, how many of these items are going to be found. It's a myriad of factors that you have to sit there and try to pre-prep and pre-plan. So I think this is the smarter way to go. Where you don't necessarily know how many people are going to do all these things, how many people are going to partake. All I do know is that you guys all better make sure that you join up on the Christmas giveaway. Like I've said before, we have 9 epics, 4 legendaries that we are raffling off, as well as, you know, 20-something rares, a bunch of others, a bunch of uncommons. We have 30 new player activations that we'll be giving away, which is very cool. We got that number up from the last time that we did a giveaway big event. So I'm pretty excited about that. But remember, regardless of the break and regardless of MarketSquare shutting down, I am sticking with you guys. I will still be doing stuff for MarketSquare Gaming throughout the entire vacation. I just won't necessarily know the exact set times of all these things. But I will still be doing, you know, at least 6 hours a week. Probably a lot more with the event going on because, you know, I want these items as well. And our big vacation that we were going to take kind of got derailed by the whole Galaverse situation, which was fine. But yes. And luckily, that means we don't have super far to travel for visiting family. Because we were going to go out west. We were going to go do the Galacon in Vegas, spend an extra few days there, take the vacation early. My parents live out in New Mexico. My sister's out in Denver. We were going to do a little traveling all over there. We were planning on going to California to see some Lost Relics players. We were going to go visit my main man, Jimmy. But Galaverse kind of squashed that. We got brought back to the drawing board, and instead we decided that, you know, we can go big next year. Looks like there's a path right here. Look at this. I haven't seen this before. What a tease. Gentlemen. Oh, and then Big Boy showed up, huh? Big old fat boy. Thunderclap. I don't think so, friend. Oh, I want that 5th relic spot so bad. I thought I was going to be gold by the day, in all honesty. I was going to grind so hard on Saturday and Sunday. It's okay, Jimmy. We'll plan something just not as big, going out to like 50 places. We'll get out there. We'll get out there to see you, my man. Yeah, I was kind of bummed about the no Galaverse. I was pretty excited about that bad boy, but you know, next year we will not leave it up to the circumstance that we did this year, and we will just secure tickets for it the day it goes on sale. But tomorrow's stream, I will be going over. It'll kind of be like a half and half. I'll be going over some of the big announcements from Galaverse. There was a bunch. And we'll kind of try to narrow that to about an hour. And then we will get back to the wonderful grinding for the big Christmas event. Because I'm thinking today is the day. Don't blow up. Thank you. Like, yeah, has everyone hit their Christmas, pre-Christmas goals? If you had any, were you trying to get to a certain skill level? Were you trying to get to a certain combat level? What were you trying to do? And did you do it? Oh my gosh, can you imagine? That's the goal. Maybe one day, right? Maybe one day we'll get big enough to where there's just a MarketSquare con. That would be amazing. It would make sense, in all honesty, for what MarketSquare does. I do know, though, that we do have tickets and stuff already secured for some conventions coming up in the future. We will give more announcements on that as we get closer to some of them next year. But we have regularly attended a few of them in the past. Not gaming-centric ones, but with gaming being such a big part of us now, definitely going to be trying to go to a majority of those, I would imagine. But yeah, me and my wife were all excited for Vegas in it up. Oh my goodness. Look at all these people. No. Everybody needs to calm down over here. Need to calm it down. But that is why I think that the, right there, perfect example, why the Tears of Serenity, I think, is one of the best relics out there. All right, how much time we got? Oh, we're halfway. I need some more speed potions. I've gotten so used to using the speed potions now. It's like, I have to get to that 45. I don't know if it's possible to get to 45 in the time that I have. I don't think it is. But I could get closer. I'm hoping to get to like 43. We'll see, though. Should tell Comcast that they owe me. They owe me something. Be like, you guys need to give me $400 for emotional damages that you caused me. At least. All right, we are just under the 9-minute mark for the current raffle for a 24-hour power pendant. New Matrix demo game on Unreal 5 engine. That sounds pretty fun. What do you guys think about the new Matrix movie coming out? Who keeps messaging me? What do you want? Oh, give me 1 second. I will be right back. Yeah, one Void Ripper. So I got to be like, all right, whatever. I don't even know what that means. To be like, yeah, okay. You owe me thousands of dollars, buddy. All right, I will be right back. I have to answer this, but give me 5 minutes. All right. Let's get back to it. I love how, too, if you told Comcast, like, you owe me a Void Ripper, they'd probably, like, hang up. Like, we have another crazy person on the line. Ocean says, new Matrix, I hope it will live up to people's expectations. I actually haven't even heard about that. I don't keep my ear to the ground for any non-blockchain games coming out. I assume that's not a blockchain game. Give me the lowdown. What do you know about it? What's going on with it? Also, remember, if you enter into the giveaway and leave, if you do not claim it, it goes back in the pool. Little hiccup. I've just started to look into quartz. So I don't know enough about it yet to really give a legitimate opinion on it. Love to hear your thoughts though on it thus far. We can look at it if everybody wants to do so. I do love the irony of people hopping in, entering the raffle, and leaving. Like, how do you think you're going to win? What is up, Alex? How you doing? Oh, we crossed the 100,000. And what do we got? 3 minutes left on the first raffle. Not bad at all. I'm in good spirits now that I got my internet back. I was dying. Yeah, that's been my kind of thing overall with the industry with NFTs. Well, here, let me Arturo says, I like that NFTs are being implemented, but I'm not sure about AAA companies' intentions with it. So, the AAA's companies' intentions, I totally get where you were weary about, because there have been active pushes, in my opinion, behind the scenes to kind of... Like, AAA is just not really... I don't think AAA is ready for what the NFT game market is, strictly because they're so obsessed with making all of the money. So, I think that there's got to be some type of major shift with their company plans and everything, because it's like... So... 10 years ago, like I'll preface this. So, like 10 years ago, if you had said the biggest and most played games in the world were going to be free to play, I would have said that you're out of your mind. Like, no, they're not. There's no way that companies would do that. Granted, they did, and one of the major reasons was because it garnered more money than when they just simply released these things. But it also opened up the world of microtransactions to being the full brunt force of AAA games. So the fact that they're getting into the NFT market is always a good sign because, as we all knew, there was no going back. This is the future of how everyone is going to play games. But my biggest concerns are how are they going to manipulate those NFTs into their favor? Because, you know, a lot of people I don't think realize, too, that there are a ton of situations where, you know, everyone's doing this mad cash grab for NFTs, which I get. But at the same time, a lot of people don't realize what they're buying into with an NFT and don't know how to look at what NFT styles and deliveries they should be actually going for. Because there's a ton of NFTs. Like, one of the number one selling NFTs is the NBA Hot Shots. You don't actually own any of those things. Like, in the sense of how I feel like the average person understands ownership. Like, you can't do whatever you want with that NFT. RIP stream. I don't know what that's referring to. Our stream is... it's going to go strong. Strong into 2022. We're going to have some big day changes and stuff like that. And some formatting changes for how the streams are done. But before we continue on, let's pick a winner. Arturo! You got yourself a 24-hour power pendant. Let's see what we got on the spreadsheet real quick. Let's see if we can do a cool item here. What do we got? All right. Let's do a... we'll do a little 10-minute rapid fire. A rare item. We're going to do a rare... oh, yeah, and Arturo... please post your Discord so that I may contact you later tonight. But yeah, I don't trust the AAA NFTs quite yet because I think that they are going to come with tags. I know for a fact there's no way that... so you can pair an NFT transfer of ownership tax to the original creator of an NFT. So you can sit there and be like, I gave rights to this NFT, you bought the NFT. You know, yeah. There, error has occurred. There we go. So, Arturo, please post your Discord name. But so, what essentially that means is, which I don't have a problem if that's the way that they're going to do it, where the original creator can take a implemented tax incentive. So, 2% of every sale that goes on with this NFT has to revert back to the creator. I enjoy that system because it helps with, you know, creators who are making these NFTs. Arturo, I need your full Discord unless you want to hit me up. I don't know if I have yours. Zamor. Oh, I do. All right. I got it. Let's add you on over here to the winners list. Perfect. I mean, it's not bad. I'm only losing, like, what, 2 minutes on stream here? instead of my usual time. It's a sacrifice I'm making. But so, yeah, I don't like some of those elements that are there in the idea that we could own the NFT, but we don't really own it in a lot of cases with these bigger companies. And so it kind of half defeats the purpose. Like, because also remember, too, these companies could pull a big old money grab scam and be like, they're NFTs, but you can only facilitate a trade on our network. Or, Jay Myers, what is up? You want to join in, buddy? Are you streaming? You and F2P wanna get in on a call? Because I would be down. So I'm sitting here mindlessly grinding. I got at least another hour of mindless grinding here. And then I got to do dinner and then get ready for this poker game. But I do know the poker game, one of our players has to end by 10:30. Starts at 8. So I should be able to duck out then. Particularly if there is the big update. Because if there is, I'm going to stream and grind all night. No worries, my man. Just glad you stopped in, buddy. Anyone who doesn't know, definitely check out Jamer. Did I win that? Did I win that raffle? Who won that raffle, by the way? Was it my time? Did I pay my dues finally? Because I had to go that one night. VarkTech. I don't know what that means. Actually, you know who is on? Switch over here real quick. Hold on one second. F2P? It's rigged, dude. F2P, I know you. I know. Just because I didn't win, I'm going to complain it was rigged. Okay? I feel like that's appropriate. F2P, you trying to get in on a chat? Anyone who doesn't know, F2P does not stream, but he is an awesome guy who has been around for a long time in the Lost Relics community. Super knowledgeable. Great guy. Part of the Midwest crew. Yeah, I bet you do, F2B. I bet you do. I was the one who was supposed to have a hard time picking those. I'm still saying, J. Myers is rigged, brother. No worries, F2B. I'm glad you guys stopped by, though. Like, dang, though. I was hoping to get that print. I was going to put it up. Because, you know, normally we have, like, posters and stuff going on back here. But I was gonna put it up. Lurking enabled. When my wife first heard that term, she was like, what? What does that mean? Like, that can't be a good thing, right? It's like, no, it's fine. She's like, yeah, but no one uses the word lurking in the good context. Like, well, we are gamers. All right. What do we got time left on this one? We got 1 minute and 26 seconds. Good Lord, though. We got 19 people who entered the raffle. And we have 11 people in here. Maybe there are 19 people in here. I don't know. What up, Rod? Get that raffle in, brother. Oh, yes. Very ready for Christmas. Actually, I feel like we could do some festive music going on. Yeah, that and anyone who's into photography or print, definitely go check out Jay Myers. My man, I've been trained in similar fashion to him. He has a amazing eye and gets some really great photos. The raffle right now is for a rare conquest weapon. Nothing huge. Obviously, we're saving all the Darts, if you have some metal Christmas songs, can you please send them to me? Yeah, buddy. I've been, like, literally looking to beef up. I was going to do it tonight or tomorrow. More likely tomorrow. Beefing up the Christmas song playlist. What is going on right now? We do have... I tried to find some fun ones. Dartus, you stream, don't you? I don't think I've joined your stream before. I know my main man Bryn would be like in love with the fact that we had some heavy metal Christmas. It's a metal Christmas. Yeah, anyone who right? I'm so about a metal Christmas. Well, wait. Dartus, I do have to preface it by saying that I do need them to be royalty free if they are going to be played live. I have been considering because I really don't like. There's so much better music on like non-license free music. I've strongly considered making a Spotify playlist that I do a live track on, so that people can tune into it. And, you know, we can all listen to, you know, real normal music. But I have not built that yet. I just wouldn't be able to actively play them on stream. I'd have to just, you know. You'd tune in, you'd be able to hear what I'm hearing. I actually found a few Christmas rap songs, and I was cracking up at the fact that they were there. All right. We have a winner! Digital Motorhead! You got yourself a conquest, my friend. Congratulations. All right, you guys. Do we want? I have another power pendant, or I have uncommon weapons right now. What are you thinking? What do you want? Let me know. And I know you know the deal, Digital. Make sure to post your Discord or you are not going to be able to be contacted and I cannot send your info off. As any previous winner knows, you have to wait and wait until What is this one? Oh my goodness. Quite the, Oh, Admiral, let's get a call in. We got Admiral Omega joining us. All right, let's do another pendant.
Yo, yo, yo.
What is up, buddy? Sorry, I got everything else muted going on.
Hell, no worries. How's it going, man?
Not bad, man. I'm bummed because I've had no internet for I had my internet out for like 4 days.
Oh no. Hey,
Right?
Shadow Stones. We just got 11 Shadow Stones.
Oh,
man,
nice.
that sucked.
That's okay. We're back.
Why was it out?
We had this little like BS storm, man. There was no reason why it needed to be out. Like it was just super windy, and then yeah, I assume a tree fell down and knocked something down, and
Yeah.
but yeah, like at first they were like, it's gonna come back in a couple hours, and it was like, okay, perfect. So we had the Saturday stream, and Galaverse was on Saturday and Sunday, and we were gonna cover it.
Yeah.
And then it was like, when the time came, it just turned into blank. It was like, there are blank amount of hours, and it's expected to come back at blank time. It was like, well, that's helpful.
Those are the worst times, man.
And then it was, yeah, it a couple hours later, at least they were on it, though, because the exact time that they said it was going to come back, it did, but they just gave it like 4 days.
Wow. That's a long
Digital, I have your stuff, especially too because I was in the final crunch, man. It's like I see you're at 44, getting ready for 45. That was my whole goal.
wait. I just hit 45.
Well, congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
That's the big one for this event, in my opinion.
Yes, dude. 45 and 11 Shadow Stones.
Yeah, buddy. I know. I hate that I keep getting these like small. Like today, I've gotten I think 11 Shadowstones total, but from 2 drops. And
yesterday I got 4 and like 22 or something.
Oh,
Like,
it's
I was getting
like,
pretty lucky on it.
yeah, but they're never enough for the Overseer glory.
No, never. Like, you gotta hit 30 or more, I think.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, I was gonna say
30 is like
30
the
or 40.
lowest I've seen so far.
What is up, Fridays? Oh, Impaler's in the house. We're doing raffles right now too. If Admiral, you wanna enter into them.
Yeah, I'm about to actually take a break here from the dungeons, so I'll be glad to jump in that.
Well, dude, right? Come on, we got a 24-hour power pendant up right now. And then we have a few more weapons and like uncommon weapons. Obviously, we're saving all the goods for the big boy, the big raffle. Because I mean, you know, who raffles a legendary on a Tuesday?
Well, apparently you.
Oh, not today.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. So here's my question, man. What do you think about this this new relic we're getting?
The
ring.
What do we know about it so far? I've been unplugged.
We know nothing.
Yeah.
We know nothing other than
it is a relic.
It is a relic. It's a legendary relic, and that's all we know. That's all we know about it.
I mean, I was looking at them. So what I had said earlier was, I'm pumped, and I'm also hoping that we're missing some items. Like that he hasn't said anything about them, because I was like, where's the bow? You're going to do 2 events in a row with no bow? When that's, you know, the bread and butter of the game is the bow.
That's, you know, that was literally what I was hoping for the most out of
what
we could get.
I'm still hopeful because I think that may be one of the hidden items that we haven't heard of yet, or that...
You think so?
I'm hoping. Like, I mean, I'm not ready to... Oh. Stream is laggy. How are we looking now? Hopefully the stream isn't laggy. But yeah, I'm hoping that there's something for it, cuz I mean, if not, it's just a big disappointment. I'd rather save the disappointment for later. And still think that, because, like, what if it's one of those 3 presents that you can only get for a certain amount of time and you can only open on Christmas?
Right. I don't know. Man,
oh God, the raffle got dropped. Oh
yeah.
my gosh, I don't know. They clearly didn't fix my internet. They're lying over here. All right, let's try this again. My apologies. We're gonna do that 24-hour power pendant. I tried to refresh the stream and everything, and it apparently canceled the raffle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, I mean, you know, it is the first day back from the downtime, so there's bound to be a few hiccups.
Right. I don't know what to do anymore. Let's see.
Right?
What does the bounty say?
Yeah, how are your skills at?
Yeah, that's where we need to get there. That's what we need to do.
Dude, I hate doing skills.
You know, I said that too while I was doing them, and then I tried to get to level 45, and now I miss doing skills.
See, that's why, like, my original plan, I feel like, was the way to go, where I was like, all right, I need to get 45. I was 36, I think, at the time. And I was like, what I'm going to do is every time I get a level in skill, I'll get 2 levels in combat. And, you know, work and life happened, so, you know, I wasn't able to, like, pump as much as I wanted to, but yeah, the whole like ground and pound nature of skills, like, it's just not working for my grind mentality. Like, I need some spice of life. I need some variety, personally.
I feel that. There's just not enough to do, though.
Yeah. I mean, we're still, you know, this is the whole subject to something that we've devoted quite a bit of time to, and we're in alpha.
Early alpha.
Early alpha. So it's like, yeah, I mean, part of the nature of the beast, I guess. Not that, I think that's ideally the way it should go. All I know is that I wouldn't care nearly as much if I was doing the exact same thing over and over and over and over again like I am. But if I had co-op, like if me and you were able to sit there and run it over and over again, it'd be 10 times funner.
I mean, I agree 100%.
And
I wish that was an option.
I know we'll eventually get it. My just hope is sooner than later. I'm interested to see. So, like, everybody's been so focused on talking about, the big news with the Christmas update. I feel like we've backburnered the whole idea that there is going to be a major game update with the Christmas event.
Do you think he's going to do it at the same time?
He said that they were going to hit around, like, he was like, Christmas is going to change a ton. And so it's like, I don't know how else you would, do a game changer and the event without doing them both at the same time. Talking like that. Maybe like 1 week is the Christmas event and then the next week is that. But it also is like, if you're going to change all the mechanics of everything, wouldn't the event be the time to introduce it when the mechanics change naturally?
Right.
So I don't know though. Like, but yeah, I hope that that's still happening. I expected some mention of that with the Christmas article, but it wasn't there, and so I'm hoping that either way, I'm happy that there's the event, because the event makes the game 10 times funner.
It really does.
Anyone who played the other ones, I suffered hard from the post-event blues.
Yeah.
Where it was just like, this is feeling like a chore to come back and grind when I'm not having these things there. I eventually got back into the right mind state, but right afterwards was just like, oh, Shadow Stones.
Nice.
14 Shadow Stones. We're not doing bad today on Shadow Stones. That's 25 Shadow Stones today.
That's awesome.
I'll take it.
I wonder if he's going to increase the loot rate again.
That was something that I mentioned earlier, where I was like, when you first start the event, is it smarter to sit there and, like, there's the whole idea, like, should I open the presents? Because they're not predetermined. They're once you actually open them is when you're actually going to get your rolls. And so it was like, if you remember, the drop rates changed drastically mid Halloween event. Like, they got way nicer for a day or two. But the system was also different, where there were set numbers of things.
Yeah, he had to do that.
Because,
calculation on how many people were being let in to actually participate.
Yeah. So, I'm an addict, so I just open them constantly. It's like, like, Kingslayer was constantly like, bro, like, save them. Save all your pumpkins, and then we can open them all together. And it was like, that sounds like a great idea. And it's like after every run.
I know. For me, like, I would say, okay, I'm gonna open up 100 pumpkins on stream, and instead of collecting them all, I would just end up buying 100 pumpkins.
Because you gotta, yeah. I gotta be a man of my word.
I gotta do it, but like, I'm gonna still open these.
Yeah, no, I open them the whole time. I'm just hoping that I can get one of those scrolls. I assume the scrolls are going to act somewhat, and those are going to be our marks of death. The scrolls that let us go fight. I just keep calling him Krampus. I forget his actual name.
Gluttony Glacian?
Glacian, yeah.
Yeah. So do you think it's gonna be a guaranteed drop from him?
I would be interested to see, like, I don't know for sure. I could see the two systems. Is the one where if you go fight him, you're getting something. And that's the mark of death.
The one. I want that to be the thing.
If you're not, but I could also see that limiting the amount of people that could experience the content that he's made. So it's like, maybe then you can get a mark of death from one of those, but I am hoping that it's like, if you got a scroll, you know you're going to get something great.
Because if it's the other way around, then essentially it's going to be twice as hard, because if you have to find the scroll, and you also have to RNG the fact that he's possibly not going to give you one, or give you anything, it's like twice as hard to get something.
Oh, 100%. And so I'm not about that life, especially after not getting... especially after not getting a mark of death.
I'm gonna lose it again.
It's like, I need some redemption there. Granted, I say I need some redemption. There are people like Daz that opened up, over 1,000 or 1,500 pumpkins and didn't get one. And I think I maybe only opened up maybe 800.
I opened up around 2,000 pumpkins. I got some decent stuff. I can't even complain. But
I got everything, but yeah, it was... I had to buy some stuff when it was like dirt cheap when everyone had it.
Yeah, some of this stuff's like some of my items have doubled in price, like the gradient pumpkin and the incubator.
Yep. I bought a gradium strictly to sell back when it was super cheap. I think I got it for around 8,000.
But did you see how much the Night Lurker's going for now that it's on the market?
No, what is it?
It's embarrassingly low. 25 engine.
What?
2,500 shadow stones.
That doesn't even pay for...
Exactly.
What it costs.
Exactly.
That's
what I was saying, dude.
Who's setting a price at that point? Maybe it's someone just trying to ditch out of the game?
Possibly. But that's... like not a good look.
No, that's also too, like, the thing that I always have to keep reminding myself is the whole idea of just because something sold for that doesn't mean that's what the regular market is at.
Right.
It can help affect the regular market or damage it depending on how you're actually going to look at it. Because it's like my Winds of Ash. You go ahead and try to buy it for 129 engine. You won't. Like, you won't find it. Just because...
Aguilera.
Yeah, Aguilera was like 31 shadow stones at one point.
490 shadow stones right now.
Yeah, so I had a bid in for 30-something shadow stones the entire time it was there because someone did sell it for that. I think that they screwed up. I think they meant to do 310.
Is there really not a market for skins right now? Because a lot of these are really cheap.
The skins market's kind of weird. Like, the irony is, like, everything of value that I've grabbed from skins and, like, selling them has come from putting them on chain as opposed to keeping them off chain. Like, my Christmas night sells for, like, nothing on chain. I don't know if anyone's actually... I don't know, again, if that's just one person sold it for that, and that's where it's at. But... because it was like
King
next to nothing.
King Parthulu is also 2,600 shadow stones. Only 100 more.
Yeah, see, those are... I think people trying to recoup... Because you also get, like, a bunch of people joining Lost Relics for the first time.
Yeah.
And you have a bunch of people that pay a bunch of money into these games when they first join, and then maybe they decided that it wasn't what they thought it was, or the gains weren't there if they were in it for just the gains. And, I mean, yeah, like, it's just part of the nature of everything with blockchain gaming, is you're going to have a huge section that are masquerading as gamers that are actually investors. which, you know, that's what happens when anything of value is around. But
Yeah, it's expected.
I don't understand the mentality behind that, because how did you acquire the skin for that? Like, just why would you? Are you like
Maybe it's
in a
too early.
pinch? Like, are you not gonna
I
make
just-
rent? So you need to
Not-
sell this thing? Like, why is that so cheap?
It doesn't make sense to me. I don't think it will make sense to me at any point, but I mean, you know, these will eventually have to go up. I mean, it's, you know, it can't possibly stay that low forever.
No, and anyone who hasn't or planned on purchasing items and stuff, like, today is your last day.
Yeah,
Anytime the
everything's gonna go
events
up.
show up, prices in flux hard.
Yeah,
And
the gradium and the incubator went up. They're like, hey, we're gonna set this thing up higher right now before the event.
oh yeah, like, and I also think that it's like half foolish too, because it's low for the event. It's like you look at what there's like the advantage and disadvantage to the price hike during the events, in my opinion. And it's like, A is you can get an item that you weren't able to get before. You may have to pay more for it, but it's like, who's selling this item other than during this event? Like, because this is the time where you have all these old players or people that don't even really play the game that just own a bunch in the game, pop back in, and then start selling. So let's go look at the marketplace, which is
All
just
this
like
stuff will change.
a natural thing. Yeah, I mean, it's a constantly evolving market because it's a player-based economy. We have 6 minutes left on the raffle if anyone hasn't entered in.
Give me a minute. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take.
Go for it, brother. No, I am about to go grab myself. Yeah, like power pendants. Way up. I think 400,000 for that. Why would anyone do that? Sell a power pendant at 90 days. You could buy so many more of others. But I do know a ton of the items that were purchased for the actual giveaway are worth way more now. So far, we've had 2 winners today. We have 5 minutes left on the most recent raffle. I think that what do we got? We have 20 people in on the raffle. Let's go. I'm going to go grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, pet price has gone up, but that's definitely as a result of the whole pet announcement for their future use case. Where's the music at? Let's go to... I'm interested to see how long Admiral was grinding his combat for.
Yo, yo, yo.
He's back.
I'm back.
How long were you grinding your combat? Like, when did you start just going to combat?
Right after the Halloween event.
And so how long? Like, from what level to what level?
From 28.
Oh, yeah, okay. So yeah, I could see how you get a little burnout on the combat level then.
Yeah. I'm about to run some Isle finally. Oh no, that's like the brightest map on the planet. I've been running in the Dark Ages for like a month almost.
And Zen?
Wasteland.
Wasteland. What's your highest tier gear?
Legendary.
Oh, okay, yeah. You weren't running Zen?
Yeah, that's Wastelands.
Oh,
Wasteland.
I just thought it was called Zen.
Wasteland.
Yep, I'm looking at it right now on my screen.
Oh,
Derp.
that's why I was like, Zen. I only know it's Wasteland because I can't pronounce the damn thing half the time.
Oh yeah, no, I can't either. It's like Zenerthrill?
Zenarthiel.
Zenarthiel?
Zenarthiel? I don't know.
Jimmy just hit level 50!
Nice, Jimmy. Congrats.
Yeah, dude, killing it. What do you get
You know
at
what
50?
else is gonna be 50? We're at 49. We are almost there.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
And I'm not talking about level. Alright, wow. Isle. It's been a while since I've been here.
Yeah, when I switch over, like, I get so used to my relics that it's just like, yeah, whatever. And then I got to do a different one where I don't have them, and I feel like naked. And I'm like, all right, I got to be really careful.
I so desperately want more like green relics because we just don't have enough.
Yeah, dude, that's one that I've been saying for a while. I want more, because the majority of players are around uncommon and rare. It's like we should have a massive boost in the catalog of items.
Seriously.
Oh, win raffle. Raffle just ended here. Let's pick a winner. Reed C. You got yourself a 24-hour power pendant.
Nice, nice, nice.
Reed, you know the rules. Please post your Discord. I know I have it, but we need to do it anyway. Jimmy found a feeble bloodstone 2 days ago.
That is
awesome,
find.
Dude.
That's like a really good find.
That was a really good find. I think that was your birthday present, Jimmy, because it's his birthday today, too.
Oh, wow. Congrats. Extra congrats.
Right? Over here just killing it. But Reed, congratulations. All right, you guys. We have time for one more raffle. But we have a choice between, do we want to do one longbow Or do we want to do a longbow and a paired melee weapon with it so you can get an entire gear of uncommon? I think the obvious answer is both. I don't know who is going to be like, I don't want both of them. I just want one.
I'll take it all.
I'll take it all, right? I want it all.
Did you see that weird glitch on CoinMarketCap earlier?
No, what was that? I actually just got told kind of about that.
Yeah, so I checked on Trust, like before I even saw anything. I looked at my Trust wallet and it said I had $28 billion in it. And I was like, what? So I was like, obviously something's going on, right? I'm not touching my wallet. I go straight to Twitter. I go straight to Twitter and it says, Watcher Guru posted, you know, they're having like a graphical glitch. Like that's not the real price. It's just what it's, like, you know, showing.
Yeah.
So I'm like thinking to myself, damn, like what if people that aren't into like Twitter and stuff and all they're doing is just like messing with this on a wallet and now they think that they have all this money and they decide to cash it all out and it's not worth what they thought it was worth.
So what,
Like,
I don't understand though, like it was regardless of what you held, you were showcasing
like,
that much?
basically, yeah, like it was saying like everything was up like billions of percentages.
Oh.
Yeah, so you know.
Well, I hope no one sold everything, hoping that they were going to be a billionaire.
I hope not, but man.
If
nice.
they did though, I hope that you did become a billionaire. And if you did, you know, give me some, buy me some Transcendence.
I took a screenshot and I was like, I'm gonna keep this so I can mess with some friends.
Oh, dude, that's
Like, dude,
hilarious. It's like, guess what? I'm done with all you fools. Just be like a total jerk, like for no reason. I'm done with all you broke pieces of crap. I'm a billionaire now. Like me and Elon are gonna go hang out. I'm gonna go fly in Jeff Bezos' ship.
Right.
God, I bet you someone did something.
Somebody had to.
Someone
Somebody
had to, right?
Somebody had to.
Had
like,
to.
They didn't bother to check if it was true or not. They were just too excited to see that number. And then,
I was gonna say, like, because that's why I was like asking, like, what was it like centered around? Because there was that. Did you ever hear that story of the lady who logged on to her, or like checked her bank account, and the bank had put in, like, I think it was like $4 or $5 million into it.
Yeah.
And she then transferred it out to another bank. And then they contacted her and were like, yo, like, that wasn't your money. That was a mistake. And she was like, well, that sounds like your problem, not mine. And
oh, snap.
And they took her to court. And because she had all that money, like, of course, she could pay for lawyers. And she won.
She won?
Yeah, because they were like, it was like, that's not her problem. Like, your guys' banking system screwed up. That is what was in her account, even if it shouldn't have been. And at the same time, it was like the bank took the loss. It wasn't the people.
That's weird because, I mean, if you know that something is a provable mistake, then it can be reverted, right? Like, some kind of law would protect you against that or protect banks against that.
I mean, I think there should have been something going on, but at the same time, I feel like it was the reason why she won, if I recall, was due to the time frame at which, because I think that she did contact them, and they hadn't detected the error, and whoever she talked to at the bank was like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're good.
Oh, they're fired.
And right, like your career in banking was very short.
Very short indeed.
Because you're just like a counter clerk, like answering the phone for something like that.
You're blacklisted. Never working at any bank ever again. You're not
allowed to
touch money.
It's like, sorry about you. Like, well, we were gonna hire you, but no. I definitely heard a story about someone accidentally getting money in their account and they spent it and now they're in trouble and have to pay it back. I did hear about that one too. There was another one where someone got, I think it was like a couple $100,000, and they ended up spending all of it immediately. And they then were like, well, you have to pay the money back. And if I recall, they were taking that to court. Which, if this other person won, they should not lose, right?
I guess it depends on the circumstances of the
Because it's
case,
like,
right?
I thought the reason for the circumstance of the other case was the fact that the insurance company was going to cover calculable losses under that. And so some insurance company then got deemed with it. And no one's coming to insurance companies' defenses.
I would have thought that it was because she tried to return it, or at least tried to contact them first. And since nothing was said, like, you kind of voided the right to.
Yeah, that would make total sense to me as well. But either way, it's like free money, baby. You won the lottery. Right. You didn't even know you entered.
That's God sent or something. That was like determined to happen no matter what.
That's the karma, I feel like, coming back. That's digital karma for banking. Because it's like I don't have anything personal against banking, but there are certain banks that definitely.
I do.
All right, so wait. H says, so the lady with the millions won and the people with 100K lost.
Really?
Proves our freedom in this country is only successful if you have a plethora of money. Yeah, that would make a lot more sense to me, too, is that you just had the money to fight it.
Or the right lawyers, anyway.
Yeah, because you have the money. Like, it's like...
I'm sorry, but if that much money's on the line, I'm not taking any shortcuts. I'm not going to be cheap about it, just so I can keep as much of it as possible.
No, absolutely not. I'd be like, I'll give $4 million out of this, like $30 million for anyone who can make me keep it.
Right.
Because,
break you off a piece.
Yeah, break you off a piece of the Kit Kat bar. But yeah, man, I'm like...
Yeah, man, I would want a slice of that pie for sure.
Right? Can you imagine? I always like to look back. I feel like I'm going to talk to you about this before. The guy who paid 1,000 plus Bitcoin for a Papa John's pizza.
Yes, you told me about that. I
always wonder, is that guy alive? Did he like off himself afterwards?
I wonder about a lot of people when it comes to that, because I see a lot of like old tweets of people saying, you know what, screw this, and selling at like $18 or something, or $20.
Can you imagine?
Low. Oh no, dude, I would rather have missed my chance at getting it all together, which I did, as opposed to selling early and what it is now.
1,000%.
It's because it's regret was never given a chance to be there. So,
Dardis, what do you mean by 12K Bitcoin?
Sold at 12K instead of what it is now.
Jimmy, happy birthday, my dude. I'm going to get you a Christmas present. I'm going to send it your way. I know we have each other's address. I'm going to get you something cool.
Happy birthday to Jimmy.
It's going to act as both, though. Like, you get like a double. Like, you unfortunately fall into the realm of your birthday is so close to Christmas that I'll spend a little bit more and it acts as both. You know those, like, poor kids, like, growing up? Like, I don't know if you knew anyone where it was, like, his birthday was, like, the 22nd of December.
Your birthday is Christmas.
Yeah. It's, like, literally. So what do we got? Arturo says it wasn't just one guy with the pizza. Oh, I know that. There's quite a few stories of people spending a whole bunch of Bitcoin. I bet they like thought they were so badass too at the time. Like, I bought this thing with Bitcoin. It's useless. Like, yeah, buddy. And then come, 5-6 years later,
Speaking of Bitcoin, I had a fairly long discussion with a coworker of mine who is a diehard, like, I don't know what the word is, but like he believes like the government will not let this happen.
He's a diehard Fiat fan.
I guess, yeah, pretty much. He's just like, it's not gonna happen, man. Like, it's gonna go down. The government's just gonna take it all away.
How?
That's what I told him. He's like, I don't know how, but it's gonna happen. He's so sure, but couldn't give me any proof as to why he thinks that.
I would have, for the next time you talk to him, I would have some arguments of being like, okay, so regardless of how the government is going to actually regulate, which there's always the possibility of some absurd regulation coming on where it's like there's a 90% cryptocurrency gains tax.
Yeah.
But cryptocurrency has no country allegiance. You can set up a bank account anywhere you want in the world via the internet and cash out to that bank account going under those laws, and then use international import money taxes
Look,
to circumvent these things.
I gave him every reason why he would probably be wrong about his theory on this, and so he took it as far as saying, like, I was like, how would you achieve that, right? And he took it as far as saying that the government would go to war.
With who?
With crypto, basically. And
how?
Like, how would you do that? And he goes, well, you would basically ban it anywhere, like everywhere.
Is there a world coalition that we don't know about?
It would be in the best interest of said governments to do the same thing, or else like there would be some kind of penalties. Or
you're talking about like
quid pro
pro. Like if you accept crypto, like we're not going to deal with you. Hold on, there's a bunch of actual stuff that people are typing right now. So
I gotta pull up your.
Zoyo says, I don't even think that pizza story is true. How was he able to pay for it on the spot to the guy that delivered it to him? So, Zoyo, the story actually goes, from what I know of it, is actually that he didn't have the cash on hand to buy any pizza. He wanted to buy pizza, so he converted that money in Bitcoin to fiat and then used the fiat. He wasn't actually paying the Bitcoin to them direct. He just cashed out that amount of Bitcoin to buy the pizza. Then we have Dale says, I thought it worked as opposite. People near Christmas always get shorted with combo. I think we've gone too far. I don't know what that's referring to, Dale. I apologize. Darda says, I've done over an agreement over a forum, 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. At the time, it was $40.
Wow.
Lightstone, the government is investing in crypto. You can't get rid of it. Might as well try to take it over. That was going to be part of my point. Was one of the biggest examples I would say is that China banned Bitcoin as being a currency that was starting to be used. China is one of the top 5 holders of Bitcoin in the world. So the idea that the government is going to be able to nerf this is not true. They are going to try to squash as much as they can in growth from the public sector to control it and try to do what they can.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Type of deal, yes. So, yeah, Arturo says the same thing, essentially. Unless you kill the internet, you can't get rid of it, which is my view. And he said then, banned in China, still got heavily used, and they bought it back. The irony was that they didn't really sell anything huge in China, from my understanding of everything. They actually just kept buying. And the irony was, when they banned it, it increased in price. More people, they were like, China banned it? Let's invest more. And I don't know if that was China necessarily investing more, because when you have those type of volume of like liquidity of funds, like if me and you were billionaires and we decided to go pump like if I made Spiz coin and we all like banded together and all of a sudden invested billions of dollars into Spiz coin would be worth money. But it's like a fake.
But what money do they have with the Evergrande situation going on? They're in so much debt, it's not even funny.
Yeah, but China is also set up. Every country in the world owes China money.
Yeah.
China set it up to where it's like World War III. Like people want to talk about, we're going to go to war. No one's going to physically fight that war. That's going to be an economic war. And then once they crush countries, then you would be able to go in physically. So it's like China is set up. Literally, China owns like half of South America, in all honesty, from what I've been able to like read up on and everything. Like China even has this thing. I forget where it is. I want to say it's Brazil or it's Argentina, but they own a plot of land that they were like, this is not your land. We'll bail you out of this like debt that you have. We'll loan you all this money, but you have to give us this section of land, and you're never allowed to ask about what's going on. You're never allowed to request what's going on. You have no legal grant to see what is going on here. And it's a giant underground, like, research facility. And it's just like, okay, great. Like, that's not cool. No one should have, like, no checks and balances far away from their country. It's like, okay, well, like, let's go develop horrible things. And if, shit hits the fan, it's not going to be by our fan.
From what I hear, China is, like, trying to mess with our trade routes. So they're congesting them.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, because that would lay into the credence of the fact that I don't think anyone who wants to take over the world is going to start a traditional war anymore. Right. You're going to start an economic digital war. You're going to crush that company or the country.
Nade pointed out that they have a bunch of ships in our ports that aren't like scheduled to be there, and they're empty. They're not carrying any cargo. They're just taking up space.
Interesting.
Which is why we have such a shortage on everything.
It's a good time to do it.
They're trying to bottleneck us, I guess. But I mean, you can only get so far doing that, right? Like at some point, something.
I mean, when you make everything, what do you need imports for?
Probably nothing.
Not like, right? Like if everybody's just importing your stuff, who cares? Like, you sit there and burn costs so that you can, because I mean, isn't that like standard shady business is corner the market?
Yeah.
And then jack the price up. And so if you do all the manufacturing, good luck, everybody else. What else do we have? F2P says, Coin Bureau just released a good video summarizing a report from the World Economic Forum on cryptocurrency. Worth a watch. FTP, will you please post that link?
There's so much uncertainty right now.
Well, because the world's on this giant transition change. Oh, we have a winner for the last raffle of the day. Rod.
Winner, chicken dinner.
My main man, Rod, got himself a longbow and a criminal katana.
Hey, that's exactly what I'm running with right now.
It is the best combo currently. The criminal katana has the highest DPS for a melee, but with the longbow, you should rarely have to even use it.
I'm running Isle of Arlindith with those two.
Yeah, that's what I run when I am doing my skills. Arturo says, Chase Bank demonized crypto for years while buying it up in secret. They would even fire people for mentioning crypto. Having a meeting against it. but they were buying it up. Dale says, if China or any really managed to buy all Bitcoin, they could burn it all. It would be sad. It would be. I'd be really interested, actually. Can you imagine to see the disgusting number of burnt Bitcoin?
But if that happened, wouldn't the price of Bitcoin skyrocket?
Yeah, so they could choose to be like, so if I held the world's supply of it, let's say there was 1 million Bitcoin, which there's way more than that. But let's just say there was 1 million Bitcoin. If I ended up owning 600,000 of it, I may make more money in the long run by manipulating the public perception of Bitcoin itself by burning 500,000 of it and only having X amount left, because all these people are going to throw nickels and dimes at it where you own dollars.
Right.
I don't know. I would assume that your gains would be higher, but we'd have to do some like real long form math to actually determine that to be fully true. But I don't see why that wouldn't be true. If you increase the scarcity of it while maintaining the value of it by publicly promoting it. Because it's
while
like,
they did own that much, it wouldn't really even make sense for them to make a move like that, because unless you own literally at least probably 95% of the supply, somebody somewhere else is still gonna get a large portion of money.
they are, but would you care about, like, so if you owned X amount of this and I owned a smaller amount of that and you were able to increase your gains triple by burning it and keeping an X amount of portion of it, would you care that I made any money? You know what I mean? Like, if your gains were so high, that's like the thing with
target, though.
Your target would be like everyone who owns a small amount of Bitcoin.
You made all of those people that much more wealthier, though, by doing that.
You did, but your bottom dollar is you.
Negatively.
Because you don't care about impacting everyone negatively. You care about making your gains higher. Because that's like the thing with crypto, right? Is that it's not the standard. It's not the standard op for the gains and losses, because you have to share them. That's why I'm like so weary of AAA games getting into NFT ownership in games. Is like, why do you want to do this, and how are you going to manipulate this whole thing so that you can make more money off of people? Like, because you have to share profits with blockchain. There's no way to do it other than that. But knowing that and accepting that, you can still manipulate the market to make your gains higher.
I mean, I already see a problem with how they're going to move forward, at least the bigger companies. And like, just imagine for a second, I want to, we obviously don't want to get left behind as a company in, the metaverse age.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we also don't want to pay these people to play our games. So how close can we stay to the to the original model? And the way to do that is by pretty much lying to people. Like,
yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. Is there's going to be
you can make this money and you can't actually viably make that money. Like, it's going to be too difficult or just not.
Well, I would view it as like, let's say they say, because like part of the way that they're going to have to manipulate their model is, oh, what did I get? Got a blockchain item. You guys are going to be so jealous. Got myself a single malt whiskey. Aged 100 years, 19 Shadowstones, baby.
That's actually not a bad one.
No, it's not. Just because, like, it may become valuable when it has a use.
It used to be, it used to cost more than that.
Did it? That's not good for mine.
I had a buddy that, he had gotten one out of a chest or something. I don't know what he did to get it, but anyway, when he got it, it was worth a good amount. Like,
the malt?
Like, why is that worth? I don't know which one it was.
Yeah, but one of the No
One of
use.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What's it called?
I have a. Hold on, I'm killing Thunderclap.
Here we go. It was the
Grin
blue one.
single malt whiskey aged 100 years. Uncommon blockchain item.
Yeah, he had gotten the blue one, which isn't that much more. It's only 45 Shadowstones. But it was worth a lot more than that. It was worth like probably 15 Shadowstones, somewhere around there. Or not 15 Shadows, 15 engine.
Yeah.
But
Dale
like, the
brings
engine
up
wasn't worth that much.
Dale brings up a good point. Dale says, remember we were talking about China here. They wouldn't care. Their intent would be to get rid of it, not make money from it, so that they could manage to buy it up and could destroy it, eliminating the problem. Not that I think that it would happen, but given they can stop it, that's what companies tend to do next.
But could they really?
Buy it and kill it. I don't think they could kill it. You know how they could kill it is if they could somehow devote an entire division to hacking Satoshi Nakamoto's account.
Man.
If you got Satoshi's account, you could kill Bitcoin. You know how much money is in there? Like, the whole reason of like why Bitcoin sustains and stuff is it would not be what it is today if it wasn't for Satoshi mining those million plus before he disappeared. And I think it's ridiculous, but people do it and have done it in the past. And I've spoken with people that can show me the transactions on the blockchain because I was like, BS, like that didn't happen. There's like Satoshi's account acts as a wishing well to some people. So they will literally transfer Bitcoin over to, and in some cases, the ones that I've talked to and actually was like, prove it. And sent it to me where they sent 5 or 6 Bitcoin, full Bitcoin, to Satoshi's, knowing that there was nothing on that. It was like paying tribute to the king, the man, the myth, the legend. And it was like, there was the wishing well. And it's like, Satoshi's account has to have, after it's shut down, hundreds of thousands of more Bitcoin now in it. If someone was able to get access to it, you could control the entire Bitcoin market. Because you're talking about someone who controls, like, even if it was still 20% of the market, you can control 20% of the world economy market on something just by deciding to do something.
But
I want to sell.
Crypto's a hydra.
And, like, somewhat, in my opinion. It's like you saw the same thing with Dogecoin. Like, you saw the same thing going on right now with everybody who's hopped on board with that joke, Shiba.
Yeah.
It's like when you looked at the analytics of what went on and what happened during its entire hike and dump. It's like Dogecoin and Shiba I don't support because they have no use case for blockchain. They do banking, and they do a crappier version at it than Bitcoin. So it's just a hype. But
I'll tell you this.
99% of Dogecoin was owned by about 30 people during that whole time. And then all of a sudden, none of these people, none of these rich billionaires and stuff talk about it anymore. They were talking about it all the time. None of them are talking about it anymore. It's literally a disgusting number. It's like 0.00001% of everyone that owned Dogecoin. 99% of it was owned by this tiny little group. It's like, do you think there's like, what's that?
Dogecoin funded the next blockchain game that I'm going to be covering. It's the only
what game?
It's the only game that actually accepts other cryptos, you know, like Litecoin, Bitcoin, all these other ones. And it's Dungeon Universe.
Dungeon Universe.
It's another engine
Ran
game.
that one right there. So I don't mean to say that there aren't after the fact because once people put in on something, someone's going to build off of it because it is a blockchain. But the idea that it was getting pumped by, like, Elon Musk is talking about Dogecoin. It's like, Dogecoin to the moon, Dogecoin to the moon. Dogecoin peaks, and then there's this massive tank, and then what does he say about Dogecoin after that? Nothing, because he doesn't own any of it anymore. He sold it all.
He did warn people, though. It wasn't like a direct warning, but he did warn people right before Saturday Night Live. And if you didn't catch it, you probably lost money.
I mean, 90% of people, I think, which is why I think Shiba bumped so hard, is because everyone lost this money on Doge, and then Shiba shows up, and they're like, oh, well, this is the next one. This is where I'll make my money back. And it's like,
Shiba got created.
Maybe Shiba evolves into something worthwhile. Maybe Doge evolves into something worthwhile, but I don't trust those not built for real use case stuff, because it's like, why would you build a game on Doge when you could build it on 10 other networks that have been around and weren't part of a pump and dump scheme?
My biggest gripe right now is when people say use case, right? Like, when people say use case, a lot of the time, in my experience, they're referring to being able to transact with said currency. That's not...
No,
yeah,
that's not what I mean when I say that.
But, you know, like, there's...
I get what you're
no,
saying.
like, company behind this, right? Like, for example, it's not like SafeMoon, where it actually has a tech company behind it.
Yeah.
Or Engine, you know, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't have...
Or Ethereum.
Right? Like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's just hype coin.
Yeah. I mean, that's my exact thoughts on that. And the use case thing, anytime I say use case, is because I will look at what a blockchain service actually provides.
Yeah.
For what it is. Like, one of my favorite ones that, you know, like, a lot of people don't even pay any attention to is Siacoin. Siacoin's one where, you know, I got in really, really early on Siacoin, but I got in really early and put a bunch into Siacoin really early on, was because Siacoin does decentralized cloud storage.
Okay.
And it's like, I'm sorry, like, what's going to be the biggest issue or continuous issue that's going to constantly be evolving in the digital age is cloud storage. And it's like, my biggest thing was, I was looking at it, and it was like, if you go to Windows or Apple and you want to set up a cloud storage account, you can get 500 gigs for about $50 a month, $40 a month, around there. You can get a terabyte of cloud storage from Siacoin for about $4.99 a month. It was like, I have a bunch of stuff up on Siacoin's network. Like, when I say use case, I'm looking at what the actual block, because my end goal is, like, I want to support the stuff that actually makes blockchain evolve and grow and be integrated into everyone's day-to-day lives. Like, one of the biggest examples that I always have that makes blockchain great is, think of, at least in the United States, the legal system or medical system. So if you have, like, yeah, or anything, like title changes, anything, you have to, there are things that you have to have verified before they can be brought in front of the court. And now you're talking weeks and stuff, and this stuff can really matter to the average day person, like a divorce, let's say, or a custody hearing, let's say, or anything like an adoption. You wouldn't have to wait for these things to be notarized and verified because they already are. Like, the amount of things that could benefit everyone's day-to-day lives is whenever I'm saying use case. Is it real in a use case for the average person? Because that's what I think the goal is, to make the average person, you can't ignore blockchain because it's so useful and it's so helpful.
Yeah.
But then the ones that are the most popular don't do anything. Like Dogecoin.
That's the thing.
Doesn't do anything. Like, it's a banking system that's not as secured as Bitcoin. Would you rather have an instant transaction, but it could be a lot easier to be hacked, or wait 10 minutes and know that your money's good to go with banking? I'll wait 10 minutes. Like
how hard is it to explain to somebody why like something like Dogecoin has value without sounding crazy.
It's impossible.
Exactly. There's
And that's
nothing
what I
backing
mean.
it
Like,
up.
yeah, like what? Like Dogecoin's really good. Like, okay, well, like where does it come from? Well, it comes from an internet meme. But what it does is it
But
does banking. Okay, so like, how is that any different than my banking? Well, it's fast. It's just not super secure. It's you
it's
know,
backed by Elon Musk.
it
That's the
yeah.
biggest
Elon
thing.
Musk said it was great. And to be like, okay, well, like I like Elon Musk, but that's why this thing is selling. Like, I
That's the
also like,
problem, right?
yeah, but that's what I mean. Where it's like when I say use case, I'm like, how can it affect our everyday life? How can it positively affect our everyday life? And
Like I can
there's
see
no
a
use
huge
case for any
use
of that
case.
crap.
A huge use case for blockchain technology would be
Yeah.
even something as simple as doing your taxes, man. You know how fast you'd be able to get your taxes back if it's on the blockchain?
Do you imagine you wouldn't even have to do anything?
You
You
wouldn't have
just
to
get a
wait.
number sent to you. This is what you owe. Pay it. Like, because it's all there for everyone. Like, you wouldn't
Smart
even have
contract.
to. Yeah. Yeah. The smart contracts is like another one. Like, it's like, yeah, I really do want to be able to go and pay for my gas with cryptocurrency. I currently can't because who wants to pay for $30 in gas, spending $60 in gas fees?
Well,
Excuse
you
me,
can
like
do
the
that.
irony.
You can do that.
I mean,
Like for
you
example,
can.
on
Yes.
Coinbase, if you have your Coinbase card, right, you can spend whatever crypto as long as it reaches the dollar amount that you're trying to spend. They'll sell the crypto off for you, collect like a 2% fee, and you can pay in any crypto you want. I paid at Chili's with my Polkadot once.
Yeah.
They looked at me like I was crazy.
Well,
Like, how is it possible? And I'm like, honestly, it's just basically an exchange doing things for me on the back end,
yeah.
you know?
Well, I remember my mom looking at me when I was like, when we buy our next house that we're in the market for currently, I was like, I'm going to pay in Bitcoin. We're just going to pay for all of it in Bitcoin. We'll pay cash. And
But
it was like, my mom was just like, "Pfft, okay. And it was like, you wait. Like, the pfft is on your end, not on me. You don't get to say that to me. Like, you're the pfft. Because we can. We will. Like, who's not going to take Bitcoin? You look at any investment firm in the United States, the minimum average for their projected, so it's like, I'm going to go work with this company. They're going to invest my money. They're legit. You're all about like, okay, like what's the projected Amazon stock market price? What's the projected this? What's the projected that? I trust those numbers. Every single one of these companies projects Bitcoin at $100,000, like minimum.
pretty much.
And so it's like, it's real. It's here. There's no difference. It'd be like me buying a house with stock options, but it doesn't translate that to, at least my parents. Like my dad's starting to kind of like put his tiptoes in the water. But like my mom was also the person that I love her to death, but she called me one day and was like, you need to explain something to me. I don't understand how no one has found Bitcoin. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like till now. And she's like, we've been mining all over the world for thousands of years. How has no one come across a Bitcoin? And I was like, Mom, are you talking about like a physical, like physically mining? Like you think they're digging in the ground and like, boom, there's a coin. Got a Bitcoin. She's like, well, yeah, it's called mining. And it's just like, okay, like these are the people that have all this bulk of cash. This age group.
Boomers.
Yeah, like boomers. Like that. That's what they think of this. I get why they think that. Because you hear mining. You grew up without the internet as being a functioning part of your like youth and development. But it's like still, that's who controls the money right now. Like, I think the stock market's like dead. It's going to die. Every single one of these companies is just going to make a coin that's going to support them. Instead of like being, you have an IPO. No, it's just, that's going to be an old term. It's going to be like, you have Well, you have dial-up. Or
They're waiting for regulation, though. That's what's going on.
yeah, but that's the irony is that they're never going to be able to regulate it. You regulate it to the point of something, guess what? All of us are going to move to a different one. That's not regulated yet, right? Like, because I wouldn't stay.
The only way you can make it so that you would mess it up for everybody would be to cut off ways of getting in and out.
True.
Hey, stop it.
Sorry, but I mean, the irony of it all is, I have to get going. But the irony of that all too is that it's like, how do you stop it? Because you have to ban banks in other countries, and then you have to ban banks from every other countries. Because it's like, let's say I can put it into a bank in Ghana, and then I can take it out of a bank in Ghana and put it into Spain, and then take it out of the bank in Spain and move it to the U.S. They have to maintain relationship with the bank in Spain. They may be able to ignore the bank in Ghana, but I can transfer it out there. There's always going to be a route. It's like this uphill battle. They'll never be able to stop it. Like the genie's out of the bottle type of thing.
Yeah.
Which is the glory of it. Like we're all so good because we're still, even if people are like, I just got in, I'm so late. You're still so early. Like, the public is starting this whole roll. But at the same time, it's like, this is still so early.
We're 2 years early.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Even then, I'd even go to say 5 years, because you're going to have these idiots like Warren Buffett that's like, this is all a scam. I'm not putting anything into that or advising any of our firms on that. I know he did, but it's like at the same time, it's like, you still have how many more holdouts? Like, he's in the public eye for that type of thing. Like, think of all the other holdouts that are there, where it's like the people that are giving them their financial advice now are like 20-something years old, early 30s, and they've been dominating their industries and killing it for, what, longer than those people have been alive. And now they're supposed to just stop doing those things and listening to these kids in their mind.
I was explaining to close friends of mine and family that there's no need for a bank anymore. Like, for example, if, like with Coinbase, for example, using that card, I'd be dumb not to use it. I'd be dumb not to, because simply for the fact that I get 4% back on every purchase, man. And you can look at it one of two ways. Either you can look at it as you're getting extra money, or you're getting a discount on everything that you're purchasing.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't I want to do that,
That's I'm kind of annoyed you got your card. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for them to send me one.
Yeah, no, I had to wait forever and it never came in. So what I ended up doing was going back in, and if you say that you've lost your card, they'll send you another one, and it came in a week.
That's not bad.
Came in a week after that. Yeah. So, I don't know why that happens. But I think it was because so many people signed up at the same time.
I do too. I'm going to have to recheck up on that because I've been wanting mine. I just want to be able to, especially I get paid in cryptocurrency. I have absolutely no use for fiat unless I have to, other than taxes.
Right.
But I'll say this, what Dale says before I go, one of the beauty of BC is it regulates itself. That is the reason why it was created. People want to regulate it, want to control it, and that's how we got into this mess we are in with currency. Yeah. So, I mean, that's I agree. Like, that's, the people get to regulate it, because if we don't like it, that's why I said, like, if you try to put some taxes or some ordinances on specific things, like Bitcoin, well, guess what? All the people that actually know what's going on with this technology and that actually value this technology, we're not going to use Bitcoin. We'll move to a different one that isn't regulated. Go ahead and try. We'll just keep puddle jumping. Like, you can't win this battle. They're going to try.
That's what I was telling my coworker. I was like, look, man, you cut off one head, another will grow in its place.
Unfortunately, like, it makes us Hydra, like Hail Hydra, but at the same time, it is what actually works. Like, we're just not the bad guys; they're the bad guys.
Pretty much.
Right, man. Hey, I got to get going. But it was great having you come talk, man. I always love talking to you.
Likewise, man. I appreciate your company.
Oh, yeah, man. No, and I'll be back probably later tonight. If the update drops when we think it's going to drop, then
You already know.
yeah. And if you're on, we'll have to get the whole group together, man.
For sure, man.
All right, well, yeah.
Take it easy, Spiz.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on. Anyone who is not already following, head on over to Admiral Omega _. I will post his link. I am hopping off. He is still playing. Make sure to go give him a follow, not a subscribe. Subscribe's for MarketSquare Gaming, because that's the free one on YouTube. But also give him a subscribe if you want to. On Twitch, he's up on Twitch. He is obviously awesome, dude. Go check him out. He is still grinding away. He's doing skills, I think, until the event. But he hit that 45. He hit that goal that I was trying to get to. I blame Comcast. I'm going to sue them for emotional damages later. After I make sure that there's... Yeah, after you send me, Admiral, like a bunch of those billions that you made on Coin Market Cap. Yeah, so you'll pay for the lawyer fees. Perfect. Yeah, everybody, have a great night. I will contact the winners later tonight when I get back from that poker game. And happy hunting, happy grinding, everybody. And Merry Christmas.